learn something new, Michaela. Robert, if you need help with that, why don't you go ask Miss Howe if you're frustrated. Zenaria, it's okay. He's going to go ask Miss Howe. It's okay. All right. Let's see who's ready to read. Eyes on me in 3, 2, 1, 0. Shakira's eyes are on me. She's ready to read. Kamaria's listening ears are open. She's ready to read. Michaela's ready. Her looking eyes are on me. She's sitting up straight. Zenaria, you need to be sitting up straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Zenaria's sitting up straight. Alrighty, friends. If you're frustrated, Zenaria, you can take a deep breath, or you can go take a moment.
Kamaria.
Zenaria, whichever one you want. Kamaria, you need to make a better choice and come back to the carpet. They don't need to be fixed. You need to find your square. 5, 4, 3, on your bottom. 2, 1, legs folded. Mariah, you have a choice. You can either fold your legs in that square, or you can go sit by Miss Gabby. So that you can refocus.
She have to waste all this time.
All right, ready, friends? Is The Snowy Day. The author is Ezra Jack Keats. Ready? The author writes the words. The author writes the words. Oh my goodness, the author writes the words. And guess what? He is also the illustrator. That means he wrote the words and he drew the pictures. So ready? The illustrator draws the pictures, the pictures, the pictures. The illustrator draws the pictures they draw. All right, we're ready to read? We're ready to read. If you have it at home, you learn something new every time you read, so I'm so excited to read it with you again. All right, so this little boy's name is Peter, and I'm guessing, I'm looking at the cover. I'm looking at the cover, and I can tell, it looks like he's going to have an adventure in the snow. Because, look, he has his snowsuit on. And when I go on an adventure, sometimes I like to keep things. Like, remember when I went to Florida? I brought you all back shells from the beach. That's called a keepsake. I wonder if Peter's going to keep anything from his adventures. Let's read. Let's find out. Samaje has looking eyes. He's ready to read. Ramiria has looking eyes. She's ready. Let's see. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen everywhere during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. I'm going to stop and think. I wonder if this is the first time that Peter has seen snow before. Zenaria? Okay, so I wonder if it's the first time. Samaja, you're going to save your thoughts till the end of the book when it's your turn to talk. Right now, I'm reading the story, and I'm so excited for you to listen to. Okay, so I wonder if it's the first time that Peter saw snow. Maybe he feels excited, or maybe he's surprised. I wonder. Let's keep reading. Let's find out. After breakfast, he puts on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. I'm going to stop and make a connection. Tap your nose. If you remember last week when it snowed a lot and we had to make paths in the snow because the snow was piled up so high.
Bigger.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. And then he walked with his toes pointing in, just like that. I'm going to stop and think because it looks like Peter is having a lot of fun. Tug your ears if you think Peter is having a lot of fun on his adventure.
Bigger.
Then he dragged his feet slowly. Everybody stand your feet really slowly. Slowly, Robert, slowly. Shakira is dragging them slowly. Okay, back. And he found something new sticking out of the snow. snow that made a new track. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. I'm going to stop and think because it sounds like Peter's adventures are a lot of fun, just like all of you had fun in the snow. Do you remember we made this list of all the things that we did in the snow and that we know about the snow? I wonder what adventures Peter is going to have next. Let's keep reading. Let's find out. Oh, Mackenzie's eyes are in the book. She's ready to read. Samaje's listening ears are open. Kavina is sitting up so straight. Kamaria, your looking eyes need to be on the book. Your looking eyes are on the book now. Down fell the snow. Plop! Right on top of Peter's head. Everybody plop a little bit of snow gently on your head. Gently. Plop, plop, plop. Okay, put your snow back in. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So, he made a smiling snowman, and he made snow angels.
Snow angels, like Maria. What's on against snowman?
Ramiria's ready to keep reading. Her eyes are on the book. Zenaria's ready to keep reading. Her eyes are on the book. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow. A heaping mountain of snow is an enormous mountain of snow. Everybody climb an enormous mountain of snow with me. A heaping mountain. Okay, put that back in your lap. And slid all the way down.
Yeah.
He picked up a handful of snow and another and another. He packed it round and firm. Everybody pick up a snowball with me. Pack your snowball. Pack your snowball. Okay, slip it in your lap. Slip it in your lap. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his house. Michaela, so, I'm going to stop and think for a second because maybe, I wonder what Peter's thinking. I think Peter might be thinking that if he saves his snowball for later, maybe he could play with it another time. Maybe. Let's keep reading. Kamaria's ready to keep reading. Her eyes are on the book. Samaje's ready to keep reading. Maybe. Let's find out. That's a good prediction, Kamaria. That's an excellent prediction. Let's find out. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought, everybody point to your thinking cap. He thought and he thought and he thought about them. So, I'm going to stop and think too. Because I noticed that Peter was reflecting. He was thinking about all of his adventures maybe. He was probably thinking about how he made a snowball and how he climbed the big heaping mountain and did the snow angel. There were lots of adventures that he had. Let's keep reading. Let's see what happens next. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. Uh-oh. I'm going to stop and think because I bet Peter felt really disappointed. He felt really sad. You can save your thoughts for later. I have a challenge question coming up. Oh my gosh. I bet that he probably didn't know it was going to melt. I have a challenge question coming up later. So everybody, save them. Put your thoughts in your head. Okay, now put your hands in your head. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. I'm going to stop and think because I bet that Peter had a dream that the snow melted because maybe he was worried that the snow wasn't going to be there the next day because he probably wanted to keep playing the next day because the snow was so much fun with all of his adventures. Kamorian's hands are in his lap. He's ready to keep reading. Kamaria's hands are in her lap. She's ready to keep reading. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. Stop because I bet that Peter is really glad that his dream did not come true. I bet he's feeling excited that the snow was still there. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall and they went out together into the deep, deep snow.
Yay!
Okay, ready? Everybody buzz up your thinking caps because I have a question. Zoom! All right, so remember when Peter was taking his bath. Tap your nose if you remember Peter taking his bath. Oh, tap your nose. I don't know if you remember. If you're not tapping your nose, Kavina's tapping. She remembers. Robert's tapping. So, he thought about why was, I wonder, oh, are you ready to hear the challenge question? Mackenzie's ready to hear the challenge question. Her listening ears are on. Samaji's ready. Robert's ready. Kavina's ready. Maria's ready. Shakira's raising a really tall hand. Why do you think Peter was thinking so much while he was in the bathtub? All right, everybody stop. Wait, I see really tall hands, but I want everybody to think about it for a second. Why was he thinking so much while he was in the bathtub? Oh, Robert, we're still thinking. Kamaria's thinking. She has her hand on her chin. She's thinking really hard. Shakira's thinking really hard. She has her hand on her chin, too. All right, let's think. Miss Rachel's going to think, too. Oh, this is a hard one. Okay, I'm thinking about why Peter was thinking so hard in the bathtub. Okay, lots of thoughts. All right, ready? If you're ready, you can raise your hand and let me know that you're ready to answer. I'm going to call in 4 friends, and then we're going to get ready to go upstairs. Kavina, what do you think? Why was Peter thinking so much while he was in the bathtub?
Maybe he wanted to play with snow and make a lot of snow angels and play really, but he was sad that something was on.
Wow, that was a lot of great observations, Kavina. So you said maybe he was thinking about all of his adventures, and maybe he was thinking that he wouldn't get to play there again. That's a lot of great observations. Kamaria, what do you think? Why was he thinking in the bathtub? Remember, if you didn't get a turn, that's all right. That's okay. I'll get a turn, and that's okay. Kamaria, what do you think? Why was he thinking in the bathtub?
I think he's gonna be a snowman and he wanna be a snow angel.
So he's reflecting on all of his adventures. Kamaria, what do you think? Why was he thinking in the bathtub?
I think he dropped, he's gonna make a lot of snowballs, but he can't make it because he's gonna be late for school, but mom's gonna be so sad.
Maybe he was planning for the next day. Maybe that's a really interesting observation. All right, Robert's going to go, and then we're going to turn and sing the Learning Letter Sound song. If you didn't get a turn today to answer the challenge question, hold on. That's all right. That is okay. All right, Robert, why do you think he was thinking so much in the
Because he
bathtub?
don't know how to make a snowball. He had to make a snowflake and a snow angel and a snowman. And he know how to make a snowball. And he can run in the big snow.
Oh, so you agree with Kavina? He was thinking, he was reflecting about all the fun adventures he had that day. Room 10, those were some excellent thoughts. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. All right, we're going to turn and face the alphabet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Remember, we're going to stay in our squares. Samaje is ready to sing the Learning Letter Sound song. His eyes are on the alphabet. Kamorian's ready. His eyes are on the alphabet.